Hey folks, it's Sean, Victorian Piper. This is a VR for my good friend Eric, SeaSmoke Pipes and Pottery. Now, Eric has just cracked 600 subs, so congratulations Eric. Although on the strength of his work and his very, very regular live streams, no surprise there. I quite often crop up on Eric's live streams. He tends to do them for him. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. For us here in the UK, 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. So perfect for me to have on in the background while I'm doing the last hour or two of work. So yes, I've got to know it quite well. And of course, I own one of his beautiful pipes. But Eric has asked us for the GAW, and I guess it's more a bit of information about things we collect that isn't pipes and tobacco. Now, I had a couple of choices on this. I did intend to go originally with bikes, and that's push bikes and motorbikes, although I only got one motorbike at the minute. I do have many, many bicycles. But having had a look in the garage where I normally shoot my videos, you can usually see some wheels behind my head. They're really quite jammed in there, locked up. It was going to be a real pig to get them out. And in the middle of the winter, it's been freezing cold this week. I really didn't fancy it. So I'll perhaps show you that another time, Eric. So what I'm going to show you this time is my collection of Terry Pratchett books. Now, hopefully you all know who Terry Pratchett is. I'll put a link down below just so you can get a bit of information if you don't know. But he's a sadly late British writer of very black humour, a lot of them, fantasy novels. But anyway, since a very young age, I've absolutely loved his work. I own every single book he's ever had printed, and a number of his short stories I've got electronically, some of the stuff that's hard to get. So you could say I was an absolute completionist. Obviously, it's a collection that won't grow anymore because, like I say, sadly, we lost him a number of years ago. But I'll swing the camera around and I'll show you just a portion of the collection. I would have had to have devastated my bookshelves around the house basically to get everything. So I've just got a portion down there to show you. So let's go take a look. Okay, so here we are. Like I say, this is just a portion of the books and novels that he produced, along with a few other sort of extras, if you like, things that were sort of based around his work. So like I say, if you're not familiar with his work, they were mainly based around a world known as Discworld. So if we can get in there, you'll just see it's a Discworld novel. They weren't all in the same series. They weren't all based in Discworld. There were a variety of different works he did. Not all Discworld based. Quite a few books he wrote for children. And here's one of them, The We Free Men. There was a series of We Free Men novels, and to be fair, they were based in Discworld. Here's another one of the We Free men-based books, that Hatful of Sky, again Discworld. I probably should have pulled a few of the others out that weren't Discworld based, but anyway, just to give you an idea. So anyway, I met the man a good number of times actually. He was very good at doing book signings and book signing tours when he released a new book. I'd always buy them on day of release. So I've got a couple here. I mean, the majority of these that you see in front of you are signed by Mr. Pratchett. Let's grab these very old paper books. These were the first ones ever bought. There you go, that one's unsigned. I'm not going to sort of go into they all are. That one's not. Like fantastic. There you go, that one's signed. I'm sort of picking these at random. No, that one isn't. Anyway, quite a few are. But a few are sort of quite special to me. Depending how busy the book signing was, he was really good with the his fans and the people that, you know, took the time to buy his books and come to see him. He was very good. But if it wasn't super packed, he'd quite happily have a good chat with you about his books and just he liked to hear what you did and what you were up to. He was very good in that way. But I've got a couple here that are quite special. These are books that I went to go see him for a signing, and he'd got a bit of time. So this one, as you can see, is Reaper Man. Just to point out as well, the beautiful cover art on a lot of these books were by a chap, again, an English artist, Josh Kirkby. He did the majority of Terry Pratchett's cover art. Some of the later ones, you can see this version of Night Watch. I don't think these are Josh Kirkby. It could be, actually. But there were a few that sort of weren't his. But anyway, I mean, it is absolutely wonderful. Wonderful art. Anyway, so yes, we were saying this one. You can see there, to Sean, hi, Terry, and he's on a scythe as well. Like I say, when he had the time, he would put a bit more effort in. Let's put something nice in the book for you. Had you done this one? Looking, I'm sure I pulled a couple out. Oh, there we go. So this one is Moving Pictures. Again, that wonderful art. Again, to Sean, Boo. Death was one of the main characters in his books, appeared in most of the Discworld novels. In fact, if we go back to Reaper Man, you can probably guess what that was about. Another one there, Soul Music. There's Death on a form of motorcycle. Just trying to see if there's any others out. Mort, that one again was around Death taking an apprentice. Just trying to say, no, I don't think there's any more particularly Death-centric, but he appeared in most of the novels. And then the other one that I'm, it's kind of like one of the jewels of my collection. There you go. There's Terry himself with Neil Gaiman, who again, a lot of people might be familiar with, both for his novels and his graphic novels. So we are, Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. Together they wrote Good Omens, which you may have seen, I think, was it last year or maybe the year before, was turned into a TV show by Amazon. It was actually pretty good as well. So they both signed this one. They did a joint. They did a joint signing. So again, it wasn't super busy. Yeah, so they were really interesting. Like I say, Terry I'd met a number of times. This was the one and only time I'd met Neil Gaiman. But yeah, I appreciated the time that they took to talk to, you know, me. And I do really like this book a lot. It's a great novel, and it's sort of special to me because of the signings on the two authors. So there you go. So I've got one more I just want to show you. Now, it's not about what the title says, but I thought it was quite applicable for us tobacco fans, and that was his novel Snuff. But it's not about snuff. So, and also, just lastly before I go, let's clear a little bit of space. Like I said, there was quite a few things that were based around his work. So here I've got two maps. Now, I've had these years and years and years, and I do keep meaning to in some way get them framed. So this one is a map of the Discworld itself, and you can see there the Discworld is the world carried on the back of 4 great elephants on the back of Great Atuin the turtle. And then the streets of Ankh-Morpork. Ankh-Morpork is one of the major cities on the Discworld that a lot of the stories are set in. So I'll fold one of these out. If I'm going to do it one-handed, there's a little bit of like a little booklet with a bit of blurb. And then, as is the way with all maps, and I'm trying to do this one-handed. Okay, this isn't going very well. Can't work out which way it's going to open. I think I may have to put the camera down. Okay, bear with me. fighting, we're getting there. If you're stuck with me this far, then well done. Oh, there we go. Yes, I say, if you've stuck with me this far, then yeah, well done. I can whitter on about Terry Pratchett and his works for a very, very long time. There's a bit of note about in conjunction with Stephen Briggs, who did the map with him. But yeah, I mean, it's if I put my hand there, it's a sizable thing. I'll not attempt to fold that back up on camera because you've already had enough. So there you go, Eric. Anyway, that's my collection, or part of my collection, of Discworld novels. Hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, I might show you my bikes another time. We'll perhaps do that one in the summer. But other than that, again, congratulations on your subs. I hope many, many people buy your beautiful pipes and enjoy them as I do mine. Otherwise, you all take care, and I'll see you soon.